Hey y'all, I'm Angelique. The name of the show is The Baldie Diaries, and today we are having our first roundtable with these amazing women. And today we are talking all about dating. I feel one of the questions that I get the most when talking to people experiencing or dealing with hair loss is, what's dating like for you? And so I thought that it would be great to have my girls come and y'all sit in on a conversation that we have kind of often. So I'm going to have these women introduce themselves. And also the first question is, what has dating been like as you've navigated hair loss?
Hi, everyone. Thank you. I love being on the show. Mm-hmm. Shout out to you, girl. Okay, my name is Kalayna Walker, and we answer the question right now. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I totally thought when I started dating and going on dates that the guys are going to be like, whoa, you're bald. And I remember going on the date and they're like, who cares? And so, in fact, they actually like it. So I was very much in my head about it. But now it's just like my sweet charm. When I go on dates, it's like, yeah, I'm bald.
Okay,
and
sweet
I own
charm.
Sweet charm. Thank you.
Sweet charm, everybody.
Right.
Oh,
Lord.
Sweet charm.
We've already started.
First right.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
I'm very appreciative.
Thank you for being
Chicago.
Here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out Chicago.
I'm in DC. I'm in DC. We in DC.
We're in close to DC.
Sweet charm, and DC. I don't have my name yet, but we're in DC. The Baldie Diaries. My name is Keya Trammell, and my experience with dating. My mom's biggest fear before I even could come to age of dating was, how is it going to be for her when it comes to dating? That was her biggest fear. And so she had me in wigs, to protect me for a long time. And thank God that I have a mom who wants that for me and who thought, like in her future, what would that be like for her? But when I made the decision to, sometimes I feel weird to say to be bald, but to just be myself. People love that. And I think it's people, I love it. And people love it because it's the confidence.
Yeah.
You can have a head full of hair and no confidence at all. Exactly. And no one may like, like you. But as far as being bald or having alopecia, because I think that's one thing too. To have alopecia,
two different things.
To be bald.
And then to be bald. But to have alopecia and choose to be authentically myself as a bald woman, it's a great time. If you want to go on a swim date, I can just jump right on in.
Right.
If you want the windows down, that's cool too.
Right.
I love head rubs too. They're the best.
They are really nice. Come on,
yeah, they're the best. And I feel like even as I know we talking about dating, but when I even think about my platonic friendships, I start noticing like just all the friends I grew up with have this beautiful hair. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beyond what people choose to experience me as, I choose to experience people who not only have hair, but just have good energy and good spirits as we've all had. So, but I have had some interesting things. So like I have areata. My hair grows in patches, right? And so when I have a fresh shaved head, I'll feel a little bit more confident than when my hair was growing out.
Yeah.
And I've experienced where, men ask me, so when did you get alopecia? Especially like once I start to let my hair grow out. Once I'm in a much more comfortable state with someone. And I'm like, okay, I had alopecia since I was 2 years old and this and that. But even if they say nothing and I can just tell that they're looking, I'd be like, it's something in me that's kind of like, but
it
also like, hey,
away.
What's up at the same time? And I recently experienced that within myself, like, oh, I kind of feel triggered a little bit, even with you just looking at it, at the patchiness.
Yeah.
So, it's
we'll come back to that for sure, because it is like a kind of a triggering moment, especially when you can tell like somebody's either questioning or like looking or has questions and is staring in return. And so there's a lot to unpack there, but I want to allow
Armani Hi everyone.
Hi, Armani.
My name's Armani Latimer.
I think I've had a pretty interesting experience because I'm more recently more outwardly open about being completely bald. For a majority part of my life, I was diagnosed with alopecia areata, so I just had bald spots. So I had most of my hair, and most of the guys I dated, my friends, they never really knew. And then up until recently, that's when everyone's kind of known, oh, she's had this her entire life and just has not talked about it. But I have been fortunate enough to have found someone who accepts me for who I am, no matter if I have a full head of hair on my head or not. And I actually didn't even bring it up to him. He has someone in his family who also has alopecia. So he kind of politely asked me, do you wear wigs because you just want to? Or do you wear wigs for like another reason, like you have alopecia? And so, you know, like we kind of had the conversation when we were friends before we even started dating. So that allowed me to, from that point, be super comfortable with sharing all of my experiences with him. So far it's been great. And hopefully I don't have to explain it to anyone else.
You know? Yeah. I'm hoping to. And that brings up a great point, because something that I wanted to ask, a big question that I have is, of course, we've all worn wigs at one point or another. And embracing that, do you feel like it is deceitful to not tell someone or share that you have alopecia during your dating journey?
I struggle with that a lot. Like I'll be a liar to say that I haven't had those thoughts yet, because I just came out a year ago, but I've had alopecia since I was 7. So I've been completely bald since I was 7 and just came out with it last year. So with that being said, I'm still kind of like getting in the used to, like, you know, and like in the mode of it. And so, I'm still unpacking that now. Like, do I tell my friends? Like, I almost feel as though every single time I like meet someone new, I'm like, yeah, and I have alopecia. Like, I almost feel like I have to say something to see your reaction time, to see if you even want to pursue me. So I'm kind of stuck in the mud a little bit.
I growing up, I started wearing wigs in first grade, and that was in the 90s. And they were not making wigs for kids in the 90s, so sometimes wigs.
I feel that. No lace fronts.
Right. So like wigs would be falling off my head sometimes. But I would do that, exactly what you just said. Like, hey, I'm Keya, I have alopecia. Like, before you could even question me, I would introduce myself as that. Now I feel like so many people, especially in Chicago, or if it's just through social media, know me as a bald woman, right? But here's the caveat. If I'm out wearing a wig, if I choose to be like, you know what, I don't feel like being seen today. I don't need you to know that I'm Keya Trammell.
Please, seriously.
I'm trying to sweet.
And they be noticing you anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And say if I give them my social media and they be like,
Right.
like,
That's
hi, I'm Keya. For me, it's right. I feel like it's my kept little secret, but not in a way where I'm trying to conceal it, but in a way it's just like, I can't wait for you to know that this is over here. Yeah. But so I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I think when I first started dating outside of college, once I lost all of my hair, I kind of like you said, like I would tee them up and be like, so say for instance,
let's just
you were to meet someone hypothetically that didn't have a lot of hair, how would you feel? Like kind of like get their reaction to that before even relaying the rest of the information. But I don't think it's something that you should feel like you have to say. I think so many of us are just kind of programmed that way, if you will, because we've either kept it to ourselves for so long or just it hasn't been talked about for so many years, and it feels like this secret that you have to just tell people as soon as you meet people. But I feel like everyone is on their own journey. So depending on how you feel comfortable with said person you are in a conversation with, in a relationship with, that should be your own personal preference on when or how you tell someone about your alopecia.
And that's a word, seriously, because it is all about building confidence. I feel like my experience is I've hid it for a really long time. And so, like, when I finally took the wig off, I did not put it back on. And so it was like, accept this as it is. But also, while I was dating and like wearing wigs, I didn't tell anyone. And so I was always battling, like, okay, will this person like me? And then I'd do like the hypothetical of like, hey, if if I didn't have hair, like, would you still talk to me? Like, if I was a worm, like, would we still be, you know what I mean? Like, do you like me for me, or do you like me because of my hair? And so that was something that I had to go through and navigate, building confidence. And Keya, you kind of talked about this, like, wearing wigs, not having, like, really, you had alopecia as a baby. And so, like, having to go through that, especially in a time where wigs weren't there, what do you feel like has built your confidence within dating as you've gone on?
I can remember being in high school, and someone I was dating at the time was like, when are you ever going to let me see your hair or your hair? And I was like, never.
Right. Thank you for asking.
And right. But they would be like, well, it was some friends at your house and they know your brother, but they saw it, so why can't I see it? And I'm just like, you just can't.
Yeah.
But I think him asking me that at the time broke the barrier of maybe I can. But it had nothing to do with dating, though. It had to do with myself.
Yeah.
And once I got comfortable with just being like, you know what, I'm gonna walk outside with my head out today. I'm gonna just do it and just see. And people would be like, and I'm like, is this a thing?
Yeah.
No,
this is
seriously.
No, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. And people would be like, I love your confidence. And at that time, I think I was still just building the confidence.
Right.
Girl, what
You're like,
confidence?
thank you. Adding another check.
Where are we
at?
Okay, I'll take that and add it to the pot of that confidence. And I think the more I've done it every day, waking up deciding that this is just what it is, it's built my confidence over time.
Yeah. It's good.
And meeting people and meeting people alike.
Yes,
too.
exactly.
Like, the first time I went to the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, I walked in the room, I was like, this is the first time I'm in a room where I don't feel like the person with alopecia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, people with hair feel like the minority. And it's like a, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to be in a room with It's great to be in a room with people who look like you, who you can feel comfortable with, and, like, they understand your experience. And so I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Something also that I wanted to ask is about the diagnosis, right? Like, of course, like, blurting it out, right? Like, oh, I'm bald, so that you know, but do you tell people, do I owe you my diagnosis if we start dating? Do I owe you, I have alopecia, or is it, I just don't have hair and that's what it is?
I think I owe myself the opportunity for you to see my truth.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't owe nobody nothing, but I owe for me to show up every day authentically myself.
Yeah.
And so in conversation, to be open and vulnerable to start a relationship is, I have alopecia. What's alopecia? Well, it's this, and that, and this. Oh, is it genetic? Oh, it might be, but oh, did your cousin get it? I don't. All of these things. So, I don't think you owe it, but to them, but for me, I owe it to myself to just be like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I use it as like a gateway to tell my testimony. So when someone's like, oh my gosh, I'm like, no, I'm excited for you to know my story, because when I'm telling you my story, you're going to hear that, hey, like it was God that brought me out of this. It was God that really helped me get out the fact that I saw myself as ugly. I didn't take off my wig ever, not even in the shower, not even to bed, like for 14 years, only to change the wig.
Right.
And then being in college, like, I get to tell you that testimony. And so I'm almost excited, even if I'm talking to a guy I might like, just to tell them about the God in me and how I came out. So I think that was eye-opener.
Yeah. And I think even with, like, us being true to ourselves and being able to share our testimony, it allows for other people to feel like it's okay too when they're going through it.
Yeah.
And I think about that all the time when people ask me, like, when did you know it was the right time? I didn't know. Because if you would have actually asked me, just Armani, it wasn't the right time ever. But like I got a push to do it, and that was God pushing me because He knew that I had the platform to reach so many people.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly like thankful because not only is it allowing other people help, it's healed myself as well.
Yeah.
Right.
It's healed the person who literally bawled her eyes out, getting ready in the dark, not looking at herself in the mirror.
Yeah.
To now I can walk down the street with no wig on and be completely fine. And it's crazy when you think about the process of where you started to where you are now. And it's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful journey. So I think with us being authentic and sharing our testimony and just reaching so many different people, we are able to allow others to feel that as well.
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
I'm
inspired.
Yeah.
Because I never thought this would be I never thought I would meet other people.
Yeah, seriously.
Who had alopecia.
Right.
And, you know, like you spoke about being in the mirror and not being able to see yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And that was my life for a long time.
Yeah.
And as I'm thinking about building confidence again, I'm going back to my mom.
Yeah.
She'll take me in the mirror like, now tell yourself you're beautiful. I'm like, I don't feel like that.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm beautiful. She's like, you gonna do it. I love
Yeah.
you. God, I got a black mama.
Right.
Yeah.
But you gonna tell yourself you're beautiful.
Perfect head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughter be like, good.
You got listen.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So thank God for community.
Yeah.
For sure.
That can get you to these places where you actually feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you end up meeting beautiful people like y'all.
Amazing
people.
Amazing people.
Seriously.
Like y'all are so amazing and have created these platforms for yourself and also to empower others and to speak to others kind of exactly how we're doing now. And so, yes, dating, but also I want to circle back to building that relationship with yourself is so important. And all of the trials of, like I'm wearing wigs or I want to hide it or I want to, and it's like building that confidence walking down the street with no wig on. What has your relationship with yourself been like?
It's been a staircase.
Yeah.
It really has been a staircase because my first time ever walking outside and going to the store was last year. And it was a full week where I was around nobody. And this was at the end of my writing my book, The Bald Truths. And when I was writing the book, I was like, wait, I never went outside yet. I went outside and I'm going to these stores. And I thought people were going to care, like genuinely be like.
You think they're going to stare.
I thought they were going to like stare. But I was also like, girl, they're not staring because they think you ugly.
Yeah.
And so embrace it. And so I used it as like a fun adventure for myself because I didn't have my mom in college to walk with me at the store for the first time, or my dad or my sister. So it was like, this is something I'm doing for myself. And so now every single time where I felt scared or I tried to like be insecure about something, I went to school without the wig for the first time. I did things scared. And so that's how I was kind of like pouring back to myself. So everything that I thought I would never do or felt like I couldn't do, I just did it anyway and just act like I've been this way my whole entire life. Like people be like, girl, like, is this like this not your first time? Like you've been had this. I'm like, no, actually this is my first time in class. Without it, they're like, I can't tell. And I'm like, people, you have to really think to yourself, like, people are not really thinking that deep into it. And so get out your own head was my theme of when I was coming out with alopecia. Yeah. That's all I got right now.
No, that was good. That was good. Yeah.
I was cooking a little bit. It was getting there.
No, you were.
What smell?
You did it.
Yeah.
It was
Thanks.
good.
The staircase.
That was good.
That was good. The staircase and then
And then
The staircase was so good.
not the
like, that was-
elevator.
Okay,
it
sorry,
wasn't
y'all.
just
The
a 1,
staircase.
2. It was
yeah.
like a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But like a circle staircase.
Yes, a circle staircase with the
because sometimes it feels like you're going around a circle.
but you're going somewhere.
You're going
You're
somewhere.
going somewhere,
You just
but
don't
it just-
see it. It's your point of view.
Yes,
Exactly.
and it might get a little, get in, and you might get a little tired in that staircase, but it produces muscle.
Yeah.
And it
You can always take a seat on the stairs.
Yes, you can.
And then get back up when you're ready. Okay.
Yeah,
We went
you
too
should-
far with the
No, but the staircase was
good.
no. I felt like it was good. I felt like it was
Breach
good
right now.
And so with this staircase and or elevators, like sometimes repeating these cycles and going over these same routines over and over again. And season 2 is all about Beyond the Label becoming in real time. We are all becoming as we sit here right now. There is no become. We are all continuously evolving. As we break cycles and become, what has been the hardest challenge in dating?
So I recently, my ego was exposed recently. And I felt like anytime where I feel like someone feels like, when they feel like I'm weak, it triggers the little girl who did feel actually weak when she had alopecia. And so if I get asked to walk out a door, if I get asked to, in any way, just where it feels like it's coming against my strength, I'm like, what's up? For the camera, what's up?
Where's the camera?
But to be strong for me is to be completely vulnerable. Yet still have a guard around that vulnerability. And it's just making me think like, man, when I do feel weak, when I don't feel heard, it triggers that young girl with alopecia. Beyond like the look of it, but the mental and emotional of it all. And it's making me be like, oh, I have to be with someone who's like super gentle with me, who understands why. Because I always feel like something's leaving me. Something is leaving me. So if you're leaving, I might want to hold on longer than what I need to. And it's because I feel like when I was younger, I would hold on to the idea, my hair is going to come back here. My hair is going to come back here. Or I have this little patch here. Let me hold on to that as much as I can.
I want to grasp it.
And I don't want to leave that, but it might have to go. And that's the ever evolving of it allowed this blossoming.
That's good.
That was good.
I would say not letting my insecurities like run the relationship. I felt like in this last relationship, I was settling because the thought of, I don't know, another guy is gonna like me because I don't have hair. And so I was settling what I had in my front of my face because of the possibility of people not liking me because I don't have hair.
Right.
Again, that inner child fully never being healed. And so if we keep going back, that insecurity let the relationship go down to pieces because I didn't love myself. So now I'm on a journey to really, really love myself fully. Not just enough to date, but enough to like that unconditional love and see myself the way that God sees me and to really walk in that. So it's a process and I'm willing to take it for real this time. Because last year, I think I just half did it because I was still learning a lot. But now that I know where I want to be in life, it's like, no, I gotta love myself. Not just in this season, but forever.
Always. Yeah, great.
Agape.
Agape, yeah. That's good. Agape love.
I feel for myself, it was one, being stubborn. Because I had a stubbornness about my hair. And like how I wanted to do things when my mom would try to help me when I was younger, wanting to do certain hairstyles that like you couldn't do, and I would be very stubborn and still do them anyway, and would cause myself my hair more damage than if I would have just listened to my mom. So unfortunately, I can bring that stubbornness into a relationship as well, especially when you're used to doing certain things a certain type of way, as far as like holding information, like you normally like hold secrets with your friends to yourself, you know, like that type of thing. And I feel like it stems from the fact that I just wanted to do what I wanted to do with my hair. And it was also being stubborn with me, and it was not giving me what I wanted.
I get that.
So stubbornness is definitely something that I've had to work on. And it's a day-by-day process.
That's good, Monty.
It's a day-by-day process.
That's good.
You know?
I had one more. What was it? I also was going to say just like being intentional with myself. Because as you're going through the journey, you can kind of lose yourself in the process of just trying to grasp at everything instead of being intentional with just focusing on how do I feel about myself if I were to not have these things.
Right.
Because, they tell us that it's not just hair. But at some point, it is just hair.
Right.
Because you're still a beautiful human on the inside. You still have the ability to change, to grow, to build relationships, and all of those things. So with trying to grasp at straws, trying to keep something that just genetically I was not supposed to have because that's the way that God made me, I was not pouring into myself the way that I needed to.
Right.
So that's something that I've been doing a better job of pouring into myself, bettering myself, and focusing on the human that presents to the world instead of the hair that came from the human's head.
I like the way you formulate.
That was, it was just spidey senses.
What about you?
Yes. Oh. Guys, this is...
Answer your own question.
Okay, so the hardest part of dating for me was definitely trying to find who I am through other people. And I think that's something that I learned by watching, and I would attract these people that were insecure, and so I had to stop and be like, what is it within me that is attracting these people? And why is it? And it's because, one, I'm used to hiding. I'm used to wearing wigs and not showing my authentic self, so why would I be surprised that the person that I attracted does the same thing in different ways? And so okay, now you can't hide anymore. You have to be you and be authentically you and show who you are. And so that was probably the biggest challenge within dating. So we are going to wrap up, and I want to thank you guys so much for being on the Baldie Diaries. I love y'all down bad.
Yes, let's do it again.
And so we only have a couple minutes left, but my last question is for younger girls or boys, going through this experience. What is, in one sentence, y'all, advice that you would give or tell them?
Okay, I'll go first. I would say one quote. When you are your true self, you become a true magnet for true relationships and opportunities. And so I say that because you said one sentence.
Okay, that's all right. That was good, Lena. Thank you.
That was really good. That was really good.
Because I could really go into that. The magnet.
And we know you were about to.
Got it.
Wrap it up. Period right there. When you are your true self, you become a true magnet for true relationships and opportunities. Truth.
Period.
Period.
My one sentence would be, your community is going to be the magnet.
Come on, magnet.
That pulls you up when you don't feel as if you can ground yourself.
Community is everything.
Yes, it is everything.
Be authentically yourself. Be authentically yourself. Be authentically yourself. Hair or not.
Hair or not.
Hair or not, yeah.
Hair or not.
Be love. Be well.
Be who you are. Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was a little vibe. It was felt. All right. Well, I want to thank you.
Don't have these girls back.
No, they can't. We can't have no. No,
I can't be serious.
What's your sentence?
We did good for a good little bit, though.
We did.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have a
What's
sentence?
your sentence?
Oh, what's yours?
See?
Y'all, please. This
Community.
is not.
No,
y'all put me on the spot. We got to wrap it up. My sentence is, embrace yourself and who you are before trying to embrace somebody else.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
See?
That's good.
I knew you had it in you.
That was the rest of my sentence.
Yeah.
All right.
And on that we end it.
That was.
I love it. And then put it all together and
Yeah. I want to thank you guys from the deepest part of my heart for being here, for showing up and supporting the Baldie Diaries.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love y'all down bad, and thank you all for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.